Hello everyone. For this stream, we're playing a game that I have yet to ever play. I've seen it before. I've watched a few different Let's Plays, maybe not the entire game, but I know I've seen a fair bit of the game, and it's always intrigued me a little bit, especially when I was younger and things like Friday the 13th movies and, you know, Nightmare on Elm Street and all those movies were kind of big. Um, Splatterhouse 2 is the game, and I'm playing it on the Sega Genesis. So it always kind of intrigued me with that kind of gory horror movie type thing. But I never rented it. I never played it. I always saw it at the movie rental store and just never got around to doing it. So I thought, why not now? Why not now, right? So yeah, that is, where's the box? There it is, Splatterhouse 2, which is obviously the sequel to Splatterhouse 1, which, incidentally, as far as I can tell, didn't come out on the Sega Genesis. So that was actually out on, I think the main system it came out on was, well, the arcade, and then it looks like the TurboGrafx 16 is where it kind of was probably the biggest home port for the game. So yeah, Splatterhouse 2 was released in 1992 for the Sega Genesis or the Mega Drive if you're not in North America. It was published by Namco. So Splatterhouse 2 doesn't appear to have ever been an arcade game, but I could be wrong on that. Anyways, it picks up shortly after the events of the first game, which I don't know the events of the first game, so I'm not going to try to tell you a story about it. You basically control a guy named Rick through 8 different stages, each 2-dimensional. Rick's attacks are punch, kick, jump, kick, slide, kick, as well as using several weapons throughout the levels. Each level features a boss at the end and often a grotesque monster. So this stream, if you are at all squeamish, I don't know if it's... I know it used to be really kind of a gory game. I don't know if it's still up there since it's, so old, if it's going to offend people. But if you're at all not enjoying gory horror type stuff, I would maybe not check this one out. But it's just a game, so don't worry too much about it, I guess. This game also was re-released on the Wii. The Virtual Console, yeah. So it looks like it made it to the Wii, which seems kind of strange, but it's a fairly popular game, so it's not surprising to see it pop up again. So, yeah, it looks like you wear a mask. You're some guy with a mask. It looks kind of like, Jason, obviously. The controls are A button to jump, B button to attack, C button to jump, D button down to crouch, and then move left and right. So jump, attack, and jump. Okay. I thought there was a kick or something, but we'll find out when I actually fire it up, I guess. And let's see here. Is there any other little bits of story about what the heck is going on? So it looks like it's not actually a hockey mask, despite the fact that the guy almost looks like he's wearing a hockey mask. It almost reminds you of Casey Jones from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He's got like a base, like a bat of some sort, and then a hockey mask. But it's actually not a hockey mask. It's something from a Mayan temple, carved from a bone-like material. It seems to be a representation of a deity. The mask was attached to the wearer's head with interesting straps that were fashioned to look like skeletal hands. This is from the manual, the little prologue thing. Ruins found in the area refer to this relic as the Terror Head, or perhaps better translated would be the Terror Mask. So, Yeah, so let's see what happens. I don't think we want to spend too much time chit-chatting about this one. I just want to get to playing it. So, let's get the game up here. Load the game. Splatterhouse 2. And make sure we have our audio recording. Alright, so if you're here at the chat, feel free to, chat. I'll be watching and I'll answer any questions or comments you have. And let me know if the stream gets it all bad, or if the sound's not working, or if you can't hear me over the game, anything like that. Just say the word. So. Whoa. She doesn't have to die, Rick. Okay. It's kind of freaky. It's actually, this music is kind of giving me the chills. We can save her. Go back to the house. It's kind of making me think of like Ash vs. Evil Dead, if you've watched that, which is a show that's based on Evil Dead. There's a cabin in that series that's kind of the central point of terror. Wow, this intro is very dark. You can see why this never came out on the Super Nintendo. This was from an era when, in 1992, Nintendo was kind of like goody two-shoes of the console systems, and the Sega Genesis was like the bad boy with the games that were, a little bit more adult, a little more risque, I guess. I'll find you there. Like, for instance, when Mortal Kombat came out, the Sega Genesis version had blood. The Super Nintendo didn't. Only I can give you cure. Or cure? Did I miss that? I missed that part. But... That must be the house. Ugh. What the heck was that? You need me. I don't know if that's the mask talking to Rick. Options. Level normal, sound test, controls. Okay. A. Jump, B stack. Okay. So it looks like it has a password system. So if I get far enough, I can use a password. Cool. Kind of looks like he's relieving himself on that tree. Alright, all done. Let's go. What was that? Wow, this is really gory. It's so funny, all this I'm learning about it, that it's not a guy in a hockey mask. I always assumed it was a guy in a hockey mask. Like, Jason from Friday the 13th, I just assumed that's what it was, not some sort of Mayan... Oh, nice. Ooh. Oh, nice. Ugh, the little slug thing is like eating that corpse. This is really gory. Yeah, this is... Oh, come on. Oh, so I gotta do low attack to deal with those guys. Yeah, this is like totally something out of Evil Dead. That's totally what this reminds me of. The music is really freaky. Hello? Go in here? Okay. Oh man. Yeah, this would not have this would not have been cool with Nintendo at all. What in the heck is that? Ugh. Ooh, I died. Ew. Stage 2, an elevator. A secret entrance to the house. Controls are pretty good. It's a little hit detection stuff is kind of a little goofy. Not terrible though. You just gotta kind of know where's a good spot to be. Alright, next room. It's very dark. Oh, did you see that? Oh my gosh. This game is pretty freaky, bro. They did a good job on this. I mean, just the art style of it. I think they did a good job. How am I supposed to fight those guys? Don't step on that. I stepped on that. Okay, time this out. Okay. Come on. This game is hard. Because you don't have... I don't know if I should jump kick those guys, those purple guys. They're kind of tricky. Come on. Come here. There we go. So I just gotta let them punch and then move in. Careful, because they sometimes do it. Okay. Punch that guy. Die. Alright, this is not doing so, I'm not doing so good this time. We'll see. I don't know if I can continue. I hope I can, because I want to see more, but... Alright. Retry, yes. Edgnaizol Aliel. I'm guessing that's the level password or something. You gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna die right here, aren't I? Are we there yet? You guys are annoying me. Ah. Alright, let's give this another go. Just gotta be patient, gotta like let them. Let them do their punch. I think that's the first trick. Phew, that was close. Oh, come on. What the hell? Aww. Alright, punch. Punch, punch. Spaces in the back are kind of freaking me out. It's like they're just out of reach. I step on the spikes. Yeah, your punch reach is really not so great on this. Sorry, I'm being very quiet right now. I'm trying to... Oh, I got an extra life at least. That's good. I'm trying to focus and get through this. Now, this part, I really lucked out on it before. So I think I want to jump now. There we go. Ooh, what's that? So don't step on that. That sucks. I don't know what it was. I wonder if I ever would be if I have to jump over it. God dang it. Yeah. So that's the tricky part. It's like you just miss, and it's like you gotta know. I stepped on a stupid spike. Not gonna get very far with that kind of performance now, are we, Mr. Jason Voorhees wannabe? Ah! Got an extra life, huh? Yeah, their reach is much further than my reach, so... Alright. Okay, so I gotta club them and then jump over them. Alright, well, got to that. I got one more life. Is this the boss? It's very dark here. Oh my. What the hell is it? What was I supposed to do then? Probably punch whatever is coming out of his mouth, huh? So I'll focus on dodging. What am I supposed to punch? Retry. Hopefully I'm not in an elevator. Alright. Well, let's give it another go. But I'm definitely digging the art style in this game. It's hard. I'm sure if I stuck with it here. But I definitely, the music and the art in this game is cool. And like, I'm kind of into, I kind of dig, you know, like Evil Dead and stuff. And this totally is like that. Well, not totally like that, but similar. I want those faces to go away. I don't really like them. Ah, oh, come on. That guy, he ain't cool. I wonder if I should be jump kicking these guys. Nope. Thought maybe the jump kick had more damage or something. What's wrong with his butt? Looks like he's got a load in there. I guess if I saw all of this, I might have a load in there too. I like that. One hit on these guys is much more fun. I really don't like these guys anymore. Don't like them, not at all. Alright. Ooh, barely made that. Club, jump. Club, jump. Alright. Now I just gotta figure out what I gotta do in this guy. I don't know what I'm supposed to do in this guy. Maybe I gotta jump kick him in his eyes or something? I gotta make sure I don't get hit by those items, those flying things. Yep, let's jump kick to the eyes. Okay, let's see here. What's the pattern? What's the pattern? One more try. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here to make this better. I'm not very good at this game, clearly. You know, I was actually having some difficulty jumping there. Oh. Well, I think I'm going to call it here. I'm kind of not doing so great at this game. It's really cool. Like, the graphics at least are really cool. The music is really good. The mood in the game is very horror, you know, gory horror movie. It's also very difficult, and your controls are very stiff, so it's hard to get really into it. Now, if I kept at it, I'm sure I could get better, but I think I'm going to have to call it a night for this one. I definitely say check it out if you're into the horror genre and you've never played it. But don't be too. I mean, it's really it's pretty difficult. So it's, you know, if I were to give it a rating, it'd probably be like a B, just because the graphics and music is so strong. Yeah, difficult game, kicked my butt. Maybe I'll play it again someday. But there's some other ones. There's Splatterhouse 3, I believe. I'll probably try that first before I do this one again. I'm kind of sad that I didn't get much further. I kind of feel like a chump, but you know, I can't beat them all. Anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed watching me get my butt kicked in Splatterhouse. And until next time, hit me with a subscribe or wherever the button might be. That would be much appreciated. And thank you very much.